Hey there, it's Valerie here with Cats.com, where we're all about cats. Whether you've just recently watched a few cat videos or you had a cat for 20 years or more, the question has probably crossed your mind. Why do cats act so weird? That's what we're going to be talking about in today's video. Before I jump into the answer to this big question, I want to mention that this video is sponsored by Tractive. They were my top recommended cat GPS tracker in my last roundup of the best trackers on the market. And this product allows you to monitor both your cat's location activity and their wellness stats. So this will help you to unlock a little bit of a better understanding of your cat's behavior and why they do the things they do. So first off, I want to counter the whole premise. I don't really think that cats act that weird. Their behavior might seem a little bit quirky at times, but I think everything they do is, more or less for a reason. And humans are certainly the weird species, right? If our cats had the inclination, they would certainly be typing into Google, why are humans so weird? Why do they wear strange things on their bodies? Why do they have weird seeming rituals? Why do they do weird sort of trading systems? We do so many strange things. And cats, in comparison, are a lot more straightforward. Sure, they do a few things that seem to be kind of personal quirks, but for the most part, their behaviors seem to align with their intentions, their goals, their desires. So first off, cats seem weird to us because they are both predator and prey animals. They have evolved from sort of desert wild cats who subsisted on prey animals, and their whole life revolves around this process of hunting and catching prey, killing it, and eating it. Our lifestyles don't come from that. And so our motivations are a little bit different. For cat, motivations revolve around that kind of hunting process, catching their prey, being stealthy, being very vigilant, being very aware of potential threats. These are all things that are weighing into a cat's choices when they go about their day, whether they're, on the street or in someone's home. Circling back to that point about being both predator and prey, your cat is, again, highly attuned to threats. And so every aspect of their body, from their senses to their instincts, tell them to stay safe, to stay very, very, very aware of everything around them. And so this is going to lead to that kind of jumpy behavior, to noticing little smell changes in a room, to kind of hunching down or slinking through a room when they sense that there might be some sort of threat. It even can relate to certain stress-related behaviors. So because your cat is so intensely sensitive to their environment, if you bring something different into the environment, they can start exhibiting a stress response. They can start urinating outside of the litter box. They can start scratching things they shouldn't. All of these things relate to your cat's intense awareness of their environment and need to keep themselves safe within it. Kind of built into that is your cat's super senses. Your cat's sensory experience is just different from your own. Cats have a different sense of hearing, so they can hear much higher pitched noises than humans can. They have a much stronger sense of smell. They have a different sense of taste. They can feel things with their whiskers, which opens up a world of experience we can't really comprehend. Their vision is different from ours, so they're able to see ultraviolet light, for instance. So their whole experience is just different from ours. So naturally, they're going to respond to this input differently than we would. Next, cats are territorial. And this introduces a whole range of behaviors and feelings that we can't entirely relate to. So cats are going to mark their territory with their pheromones. So they scratch things, rub on things, kind of weird behavior, but it makes perfect sense if you're a cat and you need to mark out your home turf. So just like we would buy a house and put a fence around it, your cat is going to put their smell on their home territory. I also think that cats' physiology contributes to why they act kind of weird. So there's this whole thing of cats are actually liquid, so they'll kind of just fit into any container that they're put in. They can kind of flop over the edge of something. Cats have incredibly flexible bodies. That's how they're made, so they can groom themselves, they can get through tight spaces, and this makes it easier for them to kind of lounge in quirky positions. And I think there's also just, they have their own personalities and preferences, so one cat is going to be very different from the other. My cat Forrest has always struck me as having this distinctly kind of quirky personality where she kind of like chirps and meows every single time you touch her. She runs away from you when kind of plays this game of chase when you approach her. She likes snuggling under the covers and does it in this very like squeaky way. She drools. So many little quirks that are different from one cat to the other, but kind of all fits into the logic of being a cat. So I hope this video kind of answered the question. I know there's so much nuance here and so much complexity, especially from one cat to the other. I think your cats aren't really that weird, but they are still like quirky and delightful and individual from one cat to the next. So let me know in the comments what is the weirdest thing your cat does on a regular basis and why you think they did it. I would love to hear your ideas. Thank you so much for being here and for watching this video, and I will be back very soon with more cat knowledge, tips, and insight. Talk soon.